Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I wanted to talk about kind of tips and advice for starting a YouTube channel. And I wanted to do it because I've seen a lot of these videos on YouTube and they were coming from people who have you know, a million subscribers, and they do give good tips, but I wanted to give it from someone who still has a smaller channel, just because, you know, when you kind of look at people with bigger channels, it's like, okay, you've done this already, kind of. But I just wanted to kind of tell you guys kind of what I've learned along the way, and kind of, you know, some tips and advice that I can give you guys. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And you guys can always leave me comments. I try to reply to all of my comments. So yeah, let's just get right on into the video. So I know when it comes to YouTube, it seems intimidating because a lot of times you are probably subscribed to a bunch of big YouTubers and you're trying to figure out how to get where they are. And the first thing and my tip that I would say is to try not to join YouTube for money, because you will get frustrated, because I've been on YouTube for a year now and it's not like I've made a ton of money. I started YouTube because it was a hobby, because this is something that I enjoy. So try to join YouTube and do things that you're passionate about and that you're interested in. And in terms of starting YouTube, my biggest advice for that is to just start. I don't know how many times I can tell you guys that I was like, I'm going to post my first YouTube video, and I would get scared and back out. And literally a year ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I posted my first video. And it is nerve-wracking because you are starting out with 0 subscribers and you're like, who's really going to watch my videos? But people will start to watch your videos. You do have to give it time and be patient. And another tip that I have is to not compare yourself to other people. I know a lot of times that's hard, but we tend to compare ourselves to YouTubers who've been on YouTube for 6 years and who have 1 million subscribers. And, you know, that's not a really fair comparison. Granted, there are people who, you know, get big and famous overnight, but the majority of the time it does take a while for your subscriber count to build up. And, you know, you can't compare I can't compare myself to Auntie Jackie. If you guys don't know Jackie Ina, I cannot compare myself to Auntie Jackie because she's been on YouTube way longer than I have. So I can't sit back and say, well, Auntie Jackie has, how many subscribers does she have now? Like 1.2, 1.3 million. And, you know, I'm just now about to hit 200. Like, that's not really, you know, a fair comparison because she's been doing this way longer than I have. That I have is, don't think that you have to spend all of your money on fancy equipment. I can tell you now that the camera that I do have 2 cameras. I do have a DSLR, which is what I'm filming on now, and then I do have my vlog camera, which is sitting behind me. But when I tell you, this is not a fancy vlog camera at all. This does not have a viewfinder. This is just a regular old Canon camera, and it does the job. It has the same specs as the Canon G7X. It just doesn't have the viewfinder, and this was a whole lot cheaper. So do not feel like you have to compete with all of the other YouTubers in terms of, you don't need a Canon 70D. You don't need the fancy lenses to start out with. When when you realize this is something that you really want to do and you start building up, you know, the fan base, then I would say dabble into the more fancier equipment, because you do want to upgrade, you know, yourself and your content every once in a while. I'm not saying stay stagnant, but I'm saying if you're just starting out, if you don't have the money, do not go and spend God knows how much on a camera, you know, and then come to find out a few months later that you don't even like filming and editing and things like that. Now, the one thing I will say in terms of editing is to, if you can, the one thing I will tell you to splurge on is a MacBook. In my experience, having a MacBook to edit with is it just seems like the best. Their editing programs are really amazing. I don't really know what other computers have, because I do have a MacBook. That's what I edit on. But I really love iMovie and Final Cut Pro. I've used both, and I really do love them both. And I really love how with Final Cut Pro X, You can buy different plugins and different titles and transitions that you see like the bigger YouTubers use, and that's what I really like. I don't, like I said, I don't really know about all of the other editing softwares out there that you can use for Windows or HP or anything like that. But just speaking from experience, if you can splurge, the one thing I would say to splurge on is a MacBook. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Pro or an Air, just a MacBook in general. It'll get the job done because they all come with iMovie. So yeah. Another piece of advice I have is to be yourself. Do not try to copy someone else's style and personality because you think it will get you subscribers. It will not. You really truly do have to be yourself and stay true to yourself. Just because if you try to be like someone else, people will see that. Now, the thing is like, people tend to say you're copying someone or, whatever, when to be honest with you, there's not a lot of original ideas out there, especially when it comes to things like intros and blah, blah, blah. There's not a lot of originality out there because everyone has done it. I think people have to realize that YouTube has been around for who knows how long, and people have been doing this for years and years and years. So you can be inspired by someone, but don't blatantly copy someone. Like, you can be inspired and kind of look at what they've done and kind of tweak it and make it your own. But yeah, just be yourself and do not blatantly just copy someone because you feel like, people will see what you've done and it reminded them of such and such, and they'll subscribe to you, because most of the times they won't, because you're not being yourself, you're not being you. And people want to get to know you. They don't want to get to know whoever that you're supposed to be acting like. If you plan on vlogging at all, keep in mind that it is going to be kind of weird when you vlog in public. People will look at you because they're trying to figure out why you're carrying around a camera. Although we are living in a time where a lot of people watch YouTube and a lot of people watch vlogs and they kind of know what they are, so they may have an idea of what you're doing, but nonetheless, people are still going to look at you and they're going to give you a very weird look. If you want to vlog, then vlog, because my thing is I'm vlogging in public with the camera. People are going to look at me anyway, so I might as well just, do what I need to do and vlog. So it is going to be nerve-wracking the first time you go out in public and pull out your camera and, you're vlogging in public. But you have to, just don't worry about that people are looking at you, and you just have to keep going and you have to keep vlogging, because I really do love vlogging. Vlogging is really, really fun, and just looking back on the footage, you're just like, wow. So yeah, I will say just keep in mind that people are going to stare at you when you vlog, and just don't let it get to you. Just whatever, just do what you need to do and keep vlogging. Another tip I have is that when it comes to buying equipment and stuff like cameras and computers and lighting and things like that, to try not to buy everything at once. Like, don't try to buy a new computer, a DSLR, and a ring light all at once, because you're really going to spend all your money. I would say try to buy things at different times with the most important. So I would say, if you need something to edit on, then a computer will be the first thing, the most important thing that you should buy, and then a camera, and then a light. Because you can always use natural lighting. Like, I personally have not bought a ring light yet, which I've said I'm going to do. I said I was going to do it a million times, but my apartment's just way too cluttered, and I need to get some of the stuff out of here before I bring in more stuff. So, but right now I'm using natural lighting, and it's been doing me well. I've been using natural lighting this whole time. So, also try to buy things on sale. Also try to go through sites such as, I'm trying to think of them, like QVC, Evine, HSN, because you can get like your cameras and your computers and stuff. I don't think they have lights, but like your camera and your computer, you can buy them and pay for them monthly. So that may be a little bit easier on your pockets. I know Arnell Armin, if you guys don't watch her, she talked about how that's how she got some of her lenses, and I think she said her camera. But yeah, it's just a little bit cheaper than going out and spending like $1,500 at once. It's just a little bit easier if you're kind of on a budget and you don't really have the $1,500 to spend at that particular moment. Keep in mind that, you know, YouTube, it seems like it's a competition, but it really isn't. And try to focus on yourself and not what everyone else is doing. It seems like now there's a lot of YouTube drama, and it seems like it's so easy to get wrapped up into other people's drama. And I would say, you know, just, it's not a competition. Do not try to compete with other people. Do not involve yourself in any of the YouTube drama. You know, because a lot of this is like pure, it's just stupid. And I would say just keep in mind what you're on YouTube for is because you're interested in it, and don't compete with anyone. And why is the sun going in and out? Because I'm going to need you to not do that. But yeah, just keep in mind of why you're on YouTube, and don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you want to film a video and upload it, film it. It doesn't matter if you've never seen one like it. It doesn't matter. Just upload it. Because you may get a good positive reaction. Now, if it's some bullshit, like some stuff that you know you should not upload to the internet, period, then don't do it. If you know better, then don't do it. But if it's just something that's original, something that you've never seen anyone do before, and you feel like you want to upload it, something original and something that you've never seen before, I would say just go for it. Don't be scared to post videos. I feel like that's the one thing that really stops people from starting their channels, is they're terrified to post videos. And I would say just don't be scared. And I know that's hard to say it, but this is coming from someone who had put off YouTube for about, I want to say, 3 years. 3 years before I finally got the guts to post my first YouTube video. So I understand how nerve-wracking YouTube can be. I've been there, but take it from someone who started. Just do it. Just post the video, and you know, you'll thank me later when you post it. My last and final piece of advice for starting your YouTube channel is to try to be self-sufficient as much as possible. I know a lot of times being a small YouTuber or just starting out, we feel like we should ask bigger YouTubers their advice on things, when there's some things that we can just Google. And you know, you kind of see people saying, oh, like, what's the best way to start a YouTube channel? And sometimes people are literally asking for advice, and sometimes people are asking, how can I get to where you are without putting in the work that you put in? You know, that's kind of what people are asking sometimes. So, and there are a lot of things that you can Google, like about different cameras and things like that. There's some things that you can look up for yourself. So try to be as self-sufficient as possible. And also, I thought that was my last tip, but it was not. Do not get on bigger YouTubers' videos and spam their comments. And when I say spam, I mean those comments that are like, if what do they say, like, any small YouTubers want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe for something, whatever. Though, don't do that. That's not okay. That's like, you know, you're getting on someone's video and the work that they put in and trying to get people to subscribe to your channel. Like, that's not okay. If you're gonna comment on someone's video, leave a genuine comment. You know, don't just get on someone's video and comment just so you can attract other people to subscribe to your channel, because that's not okay. And most of the time, those people who are subscribing to your channel, when you say that, are subscribing just because they know you're going to subscribe back and it gets their subscriber count up, but they're probably never going to watch your videos. So what's the point, you know? So yeah, those are my things. Try to be self-sufficient and do not spam bigger YouTubers' account, because it's annoying, I'm sure, for them and for me, because I read comments, even though sometimes I wish I don't. I do read the comments, and those are annoying, because when you become a bigger YouTuber and someone does that to your account, you're going to understand, and it's going to be very annoying. So just try not to do that, because yeah. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video.